So we're ready. Ready? Yeah, greetings again in the name of Emperor Haile Selassie I, one God. We are coming from the Church of Haile Selassie I and the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated in Jamaica, 29 Oxford Street, Kingston, Jamaica. And we are talking today concerning the whole problem and dilemma that exists today between Eritrea and Ethiopia and the Prime Minister of Ethiopia and the Prime Minister of Eritrea. Now, we from the Church and the Federation, IEWF Incorporated, Church of Haile Selassie I, we are seeking more clarity from the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, because historically, when we look on the source of these problems that these two states are having today, is because of a long-time colonial problem with foreign ideology infiltrate the Ethiopian Empire from Menelik II and his treaty with Italy, Rome. So what we are saying now today, that these problems now, in order to solve these problems, we would have to return and look at what Emperor Haile Selassie I did in order to have real peace and in order to unite a nation, because Eritrea historically has always been a part of Ethiopia until the colonial infiltration to divide and rule. We today see where they are being manipulated by foreign ideology to divide and rule, and the people involved, like the prime ministers between the two countries, they are not looking to Emperor Haile Selassie I and what he did in 1953 to unite both countries again, because historically Eritrea has always been a part of Ethiopia, and Emperor Haile Selassie I negotiated that with the United Nations and Eritrea to bring back Eritrea under the Empire of Ethiopia. We must look at that, because Emperor Haile Selassie I opened the Eritrean Parliament in 1953, Eritrea being a Muslim state, and he said Christianity and Islam are not the only two religions in the world. There are others that speak of God. We do not want that in the horn of Africa, in Ethiopia. We don't want that division that has been fostered by foreign ideology. That's the Eritrean people are saying that they are not Ethiopian, and this thing about the border between Eritrea and Ethiopia is one country. So in order to solve this problem, you cannot be a Chamberlain in the whole thing and say you're going to avoid war by saying you say peace, and there's no peace. You have to have justice before you have peace. And we must recognize one thing, that Eritrea and Ethiopia is one people. Why are we talking about Eritrea as if they are a different people? Emperor Haile Selassie I identified we in Jamaica and the Caribbean as one people with the Ethiopian people, even though we are miles and different land far away from the continent of Africa, from Ethiopia. But we are one people. DNA, him say we are blood brothers. So we are Ethiopians. So how come today through colonialism, Eritrea is saying that they are not Ethiopian? Is it because they have a different religion? That religion, Islam and Christianity, has been a part of Ethiopia for years. Because anyone who knows the history of how Eritrea become a Muslim state, if you know the history of that, you will see that say, we cannot allow ourselves to be divided by foreign ideology because Muslims has been a part of the Ethiopian Empire as Ethiopian long time ago. Don't be confused. Don't let foreign ideology divide you as a people. So that's why we are saying to look at that history. However, in terms of clarity for us and the people, the students, the new generation, we have to look at it realistically and give us some form of justice to divide, because this division thing is not going to work. So look at it again, Eritrea. Look at it again, Ethiopia, because we are one nation. What was accomplished during the meeting between the Ethiopian Prime Minister Ahmed and the Prime Minister of Eritrea? We don't know, we don't understand. We don't even know what took place in that area. So we need to look at this again. These two governments now need to produce some sort of clarity to the Ethiopian people at home and abroad as to what they accomplished with their meeting and what they set out to do. We cannot allow ourselves to get drawn in to things that is designed to set war against us as a people. Many managed to fight to maintain what he overthrew the government of Haile Selassie I, but when him get Eritrea and Ethiopia as one country, many fight for do the same. So how comes what Emperor Haile Selassie I established from 1953? How comes them destroy all that today and say that they might bring progress to Ethiopia? We don't understand. We need clarity. So we are asking again, because we are fighting a struggle for liberation of the whole of Ethiopia and the restoration of the government and dynasty of Emperor Haile Selassie I. Yes. So in order for that to happen, both Prime Minister must look to Emperor Haile Selassie I. We have told this several times to the Prime Minister of Ethiopia. Now we are saying it to the Prime Minister of Eritrea. Look to Emperor Haile Selassie I as the vanguard of unity, the vanguard of peace and security, because 1941, when Emperor Selassie I liberated Ethiopia, he liberated all of the people of Ethiopia, not some. Not because some might be Muslim or some might be this religion or that religion. No. It's one religion, one people, one God, one aim, one destiny. Yes, I mean? And today what we see is division and divide and rule and confusion. Babylon, because Babylon means confusion. We can't accept that. We want clarity as to what is going on and what is taking place in Ethiopia today. We need back our port city them under one government. Yes. Assab and Massawa. Yeah. Because if Ethiopia is going to trade with other countries like the Caribbean and other countries, they need the waterway of the Red Sea. You understand me? So don't sacrifice your people in a war and all these things. It can be avoided, it can be averted. But you must look to Emperor Haile Selassie I. So we are calling on you to give us some form of clarity, both government, both people, because we are one, and that is not what we see is happening today. We see a division. We want unity in diversity. Within the diversity between the two people, there's a unity. Emperor is established as unity. It's that we are asking for you to sit down and come together and bring forth that unity, that oneness. War is not good. When it starts, it can't stop. We don't want it. Look at it again, because a lot of people's life is at stake. We are saying again, liberty in our nation, the nation of Ethiopia. Liberty means the lion. And we're saying that don't accept a false peace and security. No. Haile Selassie I talk about and establish collective security. Yeah, in the United Nations, when they went there, 1936, them didn't name the League of Nations at that time. So we'd like the United Nations to also look into this thing today, and the international organization and the group, them look into this, because it's very, very important that we do not have a war. And most people are bent on solving their problem through war. It won't work. So we are saying again, I don't want to repeat myself again, liberty in our nation. We want true peace in the name of Emperor Haile Selassie I. Blessed be God.
Greetings, brethren and sisters. Greet in the name of the Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, one God. Ethiopians, those at home and abroad, today the struggle continues for the restoration of the constitutional monarchy of Emperor Haile Selassie I. As Ethiopians, we have to use the crown as our shield and our guiding armor. Because without that, we would be like a ship tossed by the wave that lost its rudder. Our flag of our monarchy should be our symbol that we use to guide us and strengthen us within the right way that we should go. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, we understand the peace agreement that you pursue with Eritrea. That agreement should be revisited. The Algiers Agreement. Because if we should give away part of Ethiopia, which is Bedame province, back to Eritrea and leave us landlocked as a country where His Majesty attach Eritrea to Ethiopia as one. We have to use His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I directive so as to carry us within the right way in which we should go. We cannot, through peace, without justice, pursue this agreement. No. There must be justice. Just like how you tell Egypt that the dam won't stop them from getting water. Just like how you show Kenya that the dam won't cause a drought within them area. So Prime Minister, you have to and you must use His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I's guideline to this whole affair of Eritrea. Ethiopia cannot leave itself landlocked just to people who form a treaty, an agreement that Ethiopia should give up its border. No. You have to negotiate within the right way. Eritrea and Ethiopia is one. By His Majesty proclaimed that when he attached Eritrea to Ethiopia as one people. As Ethiopian and Muslim, they are all His Imperial Majesty subject in defending Ethiopia from Muslim invasion, Arabs invasion, and from Mussolini. Everyone who is the subject of His Imperial Majesty stand up and defend the right for peace and justice. Same way it should continue in this time. As our spiritual leader, Abuna Emmanuel Fox, says, there must be some clarity, because you cannot be like Chamberlain, who agree that is peace and after that is war. No. Because you cannot give away Ethiopia like that just through the name of peace. You have to look and study the things that is behind it. Because we know that there's people who don't want to see Ethiopia strive and go back to its past glory. We know that. But you have to have that courage and that strength. First, you have to rid yourself of the Marxist-orientated flag and go back to the flag that His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I gave us as a people that we should be proud of. You have to use the utterance of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I as a guideline, as a strength, as a directive to bring Ethiopia back to its past glory. The Eritreans and Ethiopians are one, and you must negotiate within the right way and make it be known to our people, those at home and abroad, that the negotiation is right and it is in the benefit of Ethiopia. Not just for peace, as Chamberlain would say, it is all right, because peace. No, we must protect our shores, and Ethiopia cannot be left landlocked. There must be a proper agreement. So what I am saying, and we are saying, is that you must revisit the Algiers Agreement and correct it. Because Ethiopia cannot and must not be left landlocked. We have to have the waterways to export our goods and service. From ancient of days, Ethiopia used that area. The travelers from the east and from other countries who come to the capital, Aksum, use that waterway. So, Mr. Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, you cannot and must not subdue yourself to foreign ideology, because you must remember, Africa formed a coalition against His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, 1974, in the All-African Army. And you must not allow yourself to to your popularity, be carried away as a strong man like Zenawi and other leader. You must defend Ethiopia within its right way, but you must use His Imperial Majesty Emperor First Directive, because that's the only thing and the only way that can save our country from foreign ideology. Because Majesty Emperor Selassie I gave us as Ethiopian people modern Ethiopianism. From you use that, you cannot go wrong. So you mustn't be carried away by the elites who would rather see our country go other way, in other direction, different from what His Imperial Majesty Emperor Selassie I set forth for us as Ethiopian people. Eritrea, Somalia, all our people is one. We understand Emperor Menelik has signed treaty that give other countries like Italy and other people access to Eritrea, Somalia and other countries. But He's managed to bring back the whole thing. He must attach back all these countries to Ethiopia. So you have to revisit that agreement and correct it within an amicable way, Mr. Prime Minister. We as a people in the West, Ethiopians, those at home and abroad, is looking for that correction, Mr. Prime Minister. But for you to be a part of that correction, you must use His Imperial Majesty Emperor Selassie I's utterance and guidelines that He has set. His Majesty utterance is like a Bible. Everything you want to know and how the country should go, revisit it. You can't get it from foreign ideology. Revisit His Majesty Emperor Selassie I's utterance. I pray thee, Mr. Prime Minister, that you follow the guideline of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Selassie I. But first, you must restore our flag and give us that symbol, that ancient symbol, that icon, which is a light to we as Ethiopian people. Restore it, and don't be afraid of Marxist-orientated Stalinist people. Have the courage to carry back Ethiopia to its past glory. And you cannot use His Majesty utterance just to you feel that you can misguide the whole concept and make people believe that is true in what you're doing. You must use it for the right purpose. You must consult the monarchy. You must consult the council, the Crown Council, to get that guidance and strength. You must consult the Church of Haile Selassie I and the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated. But these are the people who is the vanguard of Ethiopia. These are the watchmen who watch over Ethiopia. These are the people who agitate for the restoration of the constitutional monarchy. These are the people who fight against Mengistu from 1974 till now. So, Mr. Prime Minister, don't get carried away and be like a strong man who seem to enjoy power. Walk with His Majesty utterance hand in hand. You cannot lose and you cannot fail. Long live His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, one God.
Yes, greetings from Church of Empire South. This is Priest Brother Jedediah. And you have heard about and Brother Buna, the elder, spoke on the history of Ethiopia and what you should do as the Prime Minister of Ethiopia in this time. As the head of Ethiopia, right now, as them say, you need to think about your action and look into the result of your action. Because the action that took place the other day with the meeting in Eritrea, Prime Minister, is that, as he said before, Ethiopia become landlocked. And right now, Ethiopia is in their hands, in a sense of, if they choose to do anything far as the import and export to Ethiopia, to stop it or to continue, they have that choice. If they choose to attack Ethiopia, they have that choice, and Ethiopia would be defenseless in a sense of getting help outside, in a sense from this ocean landlocked. Because the landlocked situation is a very serious situation. 53, His Majesty did what he had to do to work out the situation and bring the whole thing back to reality and open up Ethiopia. What His Majesty did in 53 is the ideal thing, because last until right now, we are going back to what happened before 53. So the reality, want to revise the whole thing, look at 53 again, look at the history, what took place before that and what took place after that, and see how you now could go about organizing that whole restoration back and bring Eritrea back under Ethiopian leadership, to make a peace in the area and to also give Ethiopia a peace of mind and security. So we know Ethiopia have a future, because with Ethiopia being landlocked, there is no future in Ethiopia. And if you talk about future of Ethiopia, that is a wrong move for the future of Ethiopia to be a glorious future. Because you cannot landlock Ethiopia and give it to somebody else in a sense and then say you're going to have a great future or a bright future. That is backwards. So if you look at the future now and you want to bring Ethiopia to a glorious future and go back in the glorious past to do that, look at 53 when His Majesty work out the situation and bring it to a peaceful solution. So today, you have an idea and you have something you could use as what they call a blueprint to bring the whole thing back to a peaceful solution and leave Ethiopia open, so you won't have that situation all over again. So we, the Church of Empires at first, the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation, is here to advise you. The Abuna is here to advise you on these things. You understand? So contact the Church of Empires at first, the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation, and contact us, and we can work together. As Buna said, contact also Crown Council, because there is documents and rights of Ethiopian people that we don't have to make deals and bargain and make bad deals and bad bargains with no one, because Ethiopia is the head of Africa, the head of the whole thing. The whole continent is Ethiopia. So we should not bargain and deal with nobody concerning the rights of Ethiopia. You understand? And we shouldn't give up our rights to no one concerning Ethiopia. Because Ethiopia is the head of Africa. And we shouldn't have to bargain and deal with no one. Because if you want it to run peacefully, then it should be run by the head, not by the side or the right or the left, but the head must run it. And Ethiopia is the head of the whole thing. So look into it again and consider what to do, because so far we have no clarity on what took place. We just know that right now Ethiopia is in the position to be going back to landlocked, and that's not going to work. That is the wrong move. That is the backwards move for Ethiopia right now. So we would appreciate it, and looking forward to speak to you through the Church of Emperor Haile Selassie I and Ethiopian World Federation to advise you and to also help in whatever way we can to bring back Ethiopia to that glorious, glorious, glorious past that we had before 74. His Majesty, one God.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Selassie I, to the Ethiopian people, home and abroad, and to Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. We here in Jamaica, in the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation, the Church of Haile Selassie I, we need more understanding and clarity upon the meeting that took place between the Ethiopian government and the Eritrean government, which shouldn't be so, but however the reality is that it is that way, and the understanding of where we are as a people and where we're going through this meeting, because we know that the decades in the past it's been war, thousands and thousands of Ethiopians and Ethiopian people, where it's Eritrean, Ethiopian, we know it's one people. That is the reality. So we need to see and hear from you in response to get more understanding, more clarity on this whole matter, because we need to end this situation that is causing divide from foreign ideologies, because we know that if it wasn't for foreign invasion upon Ethiopia and seek to conquer Ethiopia, we wouldn't be in this situation. We would have a nation that is prospering spiritually and materially. But as it is now, there is an imbalance which needs to be corrected. So go within yourself, and also to the Eritrean Prime Minister as well, to look at His Majesty example as God and ruler over Ethiopia, as the emperor, and his constitution and his works, that you can get that insight. And we at the church, Emperor Haile Selassie I and the IEWF, we are here to work with you. To that I say, bless the Ethiopian people in the name of His Imperial Majesty, one God, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Leave it.
Blessed be Jah, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Liberation in a nation in the 21st century is a must for Ethiopians home and abroad. While we could say every nation needs liberation within their nation, so the Ethiopians. I just want to read a part of biblical part to make you know what's really happening. Revelation 5, verse 4 and 5, and 9 and 10. It states, "And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, Weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book, and to loose the 7 seals thereof. Jah, Emperor Haile Selassie I. And they sang a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book, and to open the seal thereof. For thou wast slain, and was redeemed us to God by thy blood, DNA, out of every kindred and tongues and people and nation, and has made us unto our God, Emperor Haile Selassie I, kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth forever. Blessed be Jah Rastafari, Emperor Haile Selassie I, living.